गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरा गुरुर् साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. So today we are gonna discuss on Jupiter, how affects our everyday life, how affects our life. So we are diving more into one of the most powerful and in at most uplifting influences in astrology, the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is known for the great benefit in astrology. When you have planets in debilitated or exalted or 6th, 8th, or 12th houses, still Jupiter is benefic. He is a blessing. So a planet who is having expansion, a planet who is having a wisdom, a good fortune, and opportunity. It represents how we grow, learn, and experience the abundance in life. So, what in this life you're going to enjoy as far as the growth is concerned, the positive side of this is concerned, the positivity is concerned, the peace is concerned, Jupiter gives in abundance. His eyes on you, you will get those benefit. It also represents the higher knowledge. So someone thinking about the spiritual realm and getting into that. While spirituality is where with Saturn Ketu plays a big role, where Jupiter is a planet which will give you the path. Jupiter is a guru. Jupiter is something, a knowledge which is help you to open your conscious saying, okay, this is something which it's a eureka moment. Exactly, eureka moment. And also Jupiter is very very important as far as the moral value is concerned. So someone's Jupiter is good, assume that he will be very ethical, he will follow all ethics rules regulations. It's like that. It's also a cosmic teacher, guides us towards the growth and meaning. So I'll get little more in detail of it. When Jupiter represents the astrology, in astrology, basically it talks about growth and expansion. It helps think bigger, pursue big goals, achieve big goals. Like we always say, low aim is a crime. Same way, also broaden our horizon. You start looking holistically, giving a bird's eye view of the overall situation. It's a very, very benefit planet. It also gives the wisdom and learning. It associates it with higher education. So people who's having a good Jupiter, they will definitely will complete the education. If it's blessing your fifth house, ninth house, it is like the person will be a good educated person with higher moral and higher ethics. And there is always a hunger in Jupiter. The Jupiter will the hunger for truth, hunger for knowledge is come with Jupiter. While you are intelligent, you will say, I'm a Mercurian. Yes, you can be Mercurian, but the growth or the knowledge comes from Jupiter. Now comes as far as the luck and prosperity is concerned. Jupiter attract opportunities. There is one definite thing is Jupiter can bring lot of opportunities to you. It can bring fortune. If it is in good position in your chart, it will bring fortune. Also the positive outcome. Spiritual and belief system, yeah, this is something you if you are having a good Jupiter aspect in ninth house, fifth house, or Lagnesh or ascendant, there is a high possibility, yeah, you will be believing your religion, faith, and manage your whole life a moral compass. Now Optimism and generosity is where every its energy encourages faith in life and goodwill towards others. So there is a empatheticness comes when you talk about Jupiter. Jupiter's energy is not limited only to material success. It also inspires inner growth, urging us to ask deeper questions. Who am I? What's my purpose in this life? But to tool is a Jupiter which will help you to, if you have that a strong hunger to know about self, Jupiter is the path. He will give you that direction. He will. So Jupiter is a guru, as I told. The guru can give you. Um, the guru can give you that direction, whether your spiritual progress or your wisdom to grow, what you want to know, why you are in this life, how to look at as a third party perspective, what I'm doing in my life, am I doing right thing, wrong thing, is it the is this form I born for. So Jupiter affects every day in our life. So whenever Jupiter is appears in your birth chart in sign or house, it shows where you're likely to expand and find good fortune. So Jupiter is having a three aspects: fifth, seventh, and ninth. More with the fifth and ninth are the major one. Seventh I don't consider that great, but still fifth and ninth are the two major good aspects. But wherever Jupiter's aspect or drishti go on whichever houses, those houses are going bound to expand. They're bound to grow. That is where you will find your some of the life purposes. So someone's Jupiter is in Lagna or ascendant, definitely the person will try and find out his own goal as far as the children's are concerned, or as far as some of the mantra ucharan, or what kind of mantras I need to follow. Whole life he will explore. And the second is a religious place, because the aspect going on the ninth house, he's looking always for some of the guru where he can learn something from them. He can understand what is the life purpose, all those aspects. And also going and sitting in the religious spaces can bring the some mental positive vibration. So his hunger to revisit religious spaces is going to be very very much. So this is where we look at Jupiter when it comes to your growth, philosophical interest. It respects with travel. Someone's Jupiter is in ninth house, third house. Definitely is going to expansion in the travel, long travel, foreign travel, and also managing the societal optimism. So these are some of the aspects I found Jupiter plays a role. Jupiter is a karak of our jiva. Jiva means we all humans. So the earth, when it has actually born, that after the born, the earth first life actually was born on this earth. Actually it is a culmination from Jupiter's aspect, and Jupiter is controlling the nature of or sustaining the nature of earth, and that is reason for Jupiter is very very important. I will go to quickly on each zodiac sign. So, without uh, spending more time on this, Jupiter in Aries actually growth comes through bold action. So, if you have a Aries Jupiter, you will take some big action in your life. You will have a solid courage and lot efforts you can put on this to prove your point. When Jupiter goes to Taurus, expansion happens through patience. Stability and material comfort is definite. So that's a great news for Taurus guys. Jupiter is in Gemini. Luck and wisdom flow through communication. See, today we are in Jupiter in Gemini, current transit is going on. Clearly shows that a lot of people try to speak, communicate whatever whatever they have the knowledge and distribute the knowledge to the whole community and people. It also gives a learning. So there is an appetite for learning who is having a Jupiter in Gemini. In Jupiter in Cancer, okay. Oh, Cancer is the one thing which where Jupiter get exalted. What happens is that Jupiter exaltation and Cancer's emotional quotient. It's like you can understand water adding more, expanding the water. What happens is Cancer is that it actually gives the personal growth through empathy, caring others, because fourth house is all about caring people. It's a home where you take care of your members, family members, guests, and serve them food. That's the reason moon is attributes for food. So you provide food and caring others. That's the great Jupiter in Cancer do. Jupiter in Leo, confidence, abundance, creativity. I think people who Jupiter Leo can have a solid acting career if they want to. Um, Very generous, royal people. Like they are the one authority and sitting on a thorn, and it's like a self eviction and attracting opportunity. The person itself has ability to uh, bring the attraction to people, so people get attracted to those people. So that's a great thing. Jupiter in Virgo, progress is found by improving systems. Person is extremely clear and disciplined as far as daily routine is concerned. His to-do list will be maintained, and serving others. Service. This is a great place. If someone is having a Jupiter in Virgo, the person will go all out to serve people, doing the service for the mankind society. Jupiter in Libra, the harmony, the balance, the relationship. Oh man, the married people, awesome. They will enjoy. They will have a cordial relation between the husband and wife, between boyfriend and girlfriend. All those relationships will be expanding. So is giving a blessing. While I know it is where Jupiter, uh, I will say, lose his strength in the seven, because obviously no one want in the bedroom having a guru conversation. People want to have a relationship conversation with more with the Venus character or Mars character, where people want to have those kind of relation rather than Jupiter, where it. But still, as a I don't want to only take that conversation, but I think beyond as a public, you go into a lot of society and you present yourself, you will extremely popular. Jupiter in Sagittarius. Sorry, I should go with the Jupiter in Scorpio first. It's a transformation. The person who is having a Jupiter in Scorpio, the person who when he born, the kind of nature he will be having, and the person at the mid age and the person in the old age, you will see the huge difference. You will say, "This is not a person I wish I said." He's gonna change, keep changing, evolving himself. While he's very secretive, but all the way I can say that he also got certain spiritual energy of Ketu in Scorpio, and there is a the person will speak less, but the depth you can't, like you cannot find the bottom of your sea same way you cannot find the bottom of the scorpions. It's very difficult to find. And you staying with him 50 years, still you will say, how is this guy? I don't know what, I don't understand that." So that way gives freedom. So personal growth is something which he will focus on. Emotional depth is there. The person will once speak, he will you will find that, oh man, this is eureka for me finding out this information. Jupiter in Sagittarius, if the Jupiter is in the home sign, which is where the exploration, philosophy, freedom, fulfillment, all information he will get it, all the information like higher living, higher thoughts, religious place, guru, spending time around guru, and all those. So it's a great place. Jupiter in Capricorn, I think that is where little bit challenge, because that's a place where karma is required. You cannot have oratory conversations karmic place. Like example, you are in office and you are uh, you should have some kind of deadlines, timelines for your work, and where you cannot be Jupiterian character. The person may, so kind of debility find out here. So the person will be uh, a grounded responsibility there, but long term achievement he will do it because there is a blessing on his karma. So karma will be good. He will be ethical, morally good in the work. People will look at him and say, okay, he's the guy who can look at it. Jupiter in Aquarius is very innovative. Humanitarian work he will do, NGOs related work he will do, group efforts, and advanced progresses he will do in that area. And last but not least, Jupiter in Pisces. This is this is one of the fabulous place where the Pisces represent the ocean, and where Jupiter is himself is another ocean in terms of knowledge. The person whose knowledge is going to be as huge as ocean, you can't even think of it. So spiritual growth he will do because he is gonna find beyond life information, beyond life what my life is all about, and learning compassion, uh, compassionate nature, helping others, donating things. Imagination is so deep, no one can even think of it. A kind of imagination they can do, and that they understand actually the real purpose of life. They can really understand well. To wrapping up, I will say Jupiter is the planet that encourages to grow in every direction. You look at Jupiter is symbolizes the growth. Jupiter symbolizes the jiva. Jiva is ourself. So we Jupiter is very much connected with us. He's connected spiritually as well as materially. So it's not just talking about progress, growth, prosperity, but also talks about your spiritual learning, knowledge. It teaches us to take risk, seek knowledge. You should have, people say bell in the fire. I should People with the bell in the fire will have higher hunger for knowledge or higher hunger. So here you will have that fire to learn more about knowledge, whether through travel, higher education, or meaningful relationships, or inner exploration. Jupiter influence invites us to stretch beyond limitation and embrace the possibilities life has to offer. So, overall, this is going to be a great position of Jupiter. If it is placed well in your chart, it's eventually takes care of all the 12th or 12 houses of your life, which completes entire life. So Jupiter's presence is extremely good, and I wish everyone get that kind of support, divine support, and blessing and growth in everyone's life. Thank you. I will see for some time if anyone is there on the call and have call chat. We'll wait for 2 minutes if anyone comes. Any questions? If you have, if you want to ask, you can ask. Today was more for Jupiter and conversation about Jupiter. Hope you guys have understood it well. If you want to know more, any specific topics, any specific information, do comment. Great. I believe, I think there are no more questions. So thank you very much. Thanks for your time, and do comment, watch my video comment on my video, and also if you like, do subscribe my channel and like my videos. Thank you so much.